What's up, guys, and welcome back to our Hulkamania series in TEW 2016. We're not going to waste any time, we're going to jump straight into the show. And this, of course, is our final episode of Saturday night before WCW Fall Brawl with our War Games main event. 8 of the biggest stars in the professional wrestling world collide in a double ring, double cage. Make sure to contact your local pay-per-view provider to find out how you can watch it. Or, subscribe to my YouTube channel, I guess. I don't know. But let's see how we open. We open, of course, with the 4 horsemen. Well, 3 of the 4 horsemen. And they're talking about how this is their golden opportunity to eliminate Hulkamania from WCW before it even gets a chance to take root. They're going to incapacitate Hogan, incapacitate his friends, and then WCW will be horseman territory once again. I'm doing the hand symbol. I hope you guys are doing it at home. Actually, I hope you're not. I hope you're all behind the red, white and blue and red and yellow of Hulk Hogan. He has a lot of colours. And then following that we have the Nasty Boys. They talk about their match with the Steiners that we'll see at Fall Brawl for the tag team championships of the entire world. These 2 teams are going to clash to see who's the best. The Sags and Knobs, they go like, the Steiners? They're a bunch of college boys. But at Fall Brawl, you'll get to see what happens when a bunch of college boys run into a couple of nasty boys. And then they go like, yeah, because, they're gross. And following that, Jerry Sags has a match with Scott Steiner. So, half the tag teams collide, quite a standard thing. And Scott Steiner picks up the victory. Quite an upset, I would say. And that lasts for 11 minutes and 11 seconds exactly. That's very well timed. But there we go. And then following that, we have Vader. He's going off on one because last time, our last installment of Saturday Night, you may not remember, but Nick Bockwinkel, he had enough of Vader jumping the British Bulldog from behind, and beating him up outside of matches. So Nick Bockwinkel, the commissioner, he was like, listen, Vader, you touch British Bulldog outside of a match, and I will have to suspend you from the WCW. And Vader and Harley Race, they were like, oh boy. They're not happy about it. So now, we have a Harley Race, and he's talking about, listen, Vader can't touch the British Bulldog, but he has a match against Brad Armstrong. And Brad Armstrong is going to be the poor sacrificial lamb, for want of a better word, that is going to taste the full wrath of Vader. Because he is very angry about this. He is not a happy man. And as you can see in this contest, which I think is possibly an overstatement, Vader decimates poor Brad Armstrong in 3 minutes 56, getting a pinfall victory. But at that point, he probably could have got any victory he wanted, because poor Brad Armstrong, we're lucky he's not severely injured. He might be, for all we know. But yes, Vader, not a very happy man. We come back from our commercial for Hulk Hogan's new film, Thunder in Paradise, coming to cinemas soon. I can't remember when Thunder in Paradise came out. This is around the time of Thunder in Paradise, or possibly Three Ninjas High Noon. That's what we'll say it is. It's a commercial for Three Ninjas High Noon at Mega Mountain on VHS and Betamax, because we'll release it on Betamax in 1994. That's still a thing. But anyway, Duggan comes down and he's going to do commentary on our next match because it's his opponent at Fall Brawl, Lord Steven Regal. Boo, hiss. And he defends his television title against Jumpin' Joy Maggs and gets a win in just 4 minutes by submission. Very decisive win for Regal. It's defense number 13 of his television title. He's doing well as TV champion. He's getting a lot of wins. Gets a very decent rating. Because sometimes the rag sheets are right, brother. Not all the time. And then we get a surprise match announcement from WCW headquarters. And they say, we are going to see DDP and Johnny B. Bad go head to head at WCW Fall Brawl. And not only are we going to see that match, the winner of that match will become the #1 contender to the United States Championship. Oh man, it's gonna be real. I'm very excited about that. I know you all are excited too. Yes, don't tell me how to run my life video game. And then we have a match with the British Bulldog. Obviously still a bit distraught about what he inadvertently did to Brad Armstrong. He still manages to get the victory over Jean-Paul Levesque in 10 minutes. With his big running power slam at the end. Pretty good match overall. Then we have Gino Curlin backstage, and he's telling us all to dial into the WCW hotline and to get all the latest scoops about WCW Fall Brawl. And he's telling us all about how you can phone up and speak to the WCW superstars, and also that he has seen various people backstage at the show, and you won't believe the people that are currently at our shows. It's very, very exciting. And of course he gives us our terms and conditions, which of course is let's see if I can find them. Of course, here we go. I believe it's is it $150 per minute? I think it's $150 per minute, and then it was something else. I thought it diminished in charge, but apparently it's $150 per minute. I could have sworn it was like $150 per minute, and then $1 for each additional minute after the first 3 minutes or something like that. But I don't know. But there we go. Gino Curland, he tells us about the hotline, and you should all phone in now on whatever the number was. I wonder what that number does now. Don't dial that number. It's probably something bad. It's probably some customer service centre. But then, in a decent match, we have Cactus Jack defeat Bobby Eaton with a double arm DDT in just a 5-minute 47 match. Pretty good. And then Cactus Jack, he gets a microphone after his match, and he's like, "Kevin Sullivan, you were my partner. You betrayed me. You betrayed your brother. You've got something weird going on with you. You've not spoken. You've not been seen. Outside of your weird appearances. What's going on? We need to settle this in the ring. I want to fight you because I'm so angry at you, just abandoning me." So now comes Sullivan, through the crowd. He's got the weird paint on his head, and he gets the microphone, and he looks straight at Cactus Jack, and he says, "Yes," in a weird voice, and then walks away. That's all he says. So at Fall Brawl, we're presumably going to see Cactus Jack versus Kevin Sullivan, but who knows with Kevin Sullivan? He's a very strange man now. He's strange when Cactus Jack is the normal one. Think about that. Then we have a bit that has decent wrestling, but not much heat. Dustin Rhodes and the Guardian Angel defeat Tex Slazenger and Shanghai Pierce in 11 minutes and 10 seconds, when Dustin defeats Slazenger with a Bulldog. Pretty decent rating, I'm quite happy with that. And after that, they get jumped once again by the stud stable. The numbers, they don't lie. How can you overcome 2 versus 3 odds? You've got Funk, you've got Meng, you've got Bunkhouse Buck. Who could possibly save the Angel and Rhodes? And then that Queen song plays, or the Jimmy Hart version of the Queen song Dragon Attack plays, and oh my god, it's Ricky Steamboat, and the dragon runs out, and he chops everyone, and he does hip tosses, and he hip tosses Colonel Parker, and everyone goes crazy, because Colonel Parker's great, I love him. And I hate him, he's a dastardly villain, and you shouldn't like him, but that all goes down, and then Ricky Steamboat is going to be their partner. It's going to be Angel, Rhodes, Steamboat versus Funk, Meng, and Bunkhouse Buck. What an exciting match at WCW Fall Brawl. And then, oh man, talk about the stars of the company. Hulk Hogan, Sting, Warrior. I guess Brute Eye's off doing his own thing, but the 3 of them. In fact, he's preparing for a match tonight. I just remembered he has a match tonight. He's in our main event of this evening. I hope you're all excited about that. But Hogan, he's brother, we're gonna rumble all over the Four Horsemen at War Games, and Sting's like, I hate Flair a lot. And the Warrior, rah, basically. And that's one of our best angles of all time, because of course it is. These three have massive amounts of charisma, and that's why they're the stars of this company. And here he comes, Brother Brutai, Sid Vicious, the dream match. And then in that bout, Sid Vicious, he picks up the win by chokeslam, but only because of a little help. I'm doing this hand symbol, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, that goddamn Arn Anderson runs in and attacks Brutai while Sid distracts the referee. Otherwise, Brutai would have had that match won easy as anything. But Sid cheats his way to victory, because that's the Horseman advantage, but they won't have that advantage. Shut up, you. They won't have that advantage inside the War Games. I'm very excited about this match. And then we conclude with a freestyle segment. Stay in character. The Hulkamaniacs and the Horsemen have a big stare down. They all come to the ring, and they're all like brah, 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 at each other. And that's how we close the show. A big, there's no hitting each other, because that wouldn't be advertiser friendly, apparently. But no, there's their strong words are said. That's like strongly worded letters are read aloud. That's how heated that gets. So viewer discretion is very much advised. But there you go. That show, of course, was beloved across the entire world. Of course it was. Who wouldn't love The Amazing World of WCW featuring Hulk Hogan? That's actually quite a good show name. But we will be back with your WCW main event just shortly. What's up, guys, and welcome back to your WCW main event. Here we go. 63 explosive minutes of WCW action, and we open with an exciting new debut from this newcomer coming in from Mexico. One of these top luchadors, as I believe they're called. He is Eddie Guerrero, part of a prestigious family of luchadors. You might not have heard of them, but there's a patriarch called Gory. He invented the camel clutch, interestingly. There you go. There's a fun little tidbit for you. But this young whippersnapper, this young blue chipper, Eddie Guerrero, in his little introduction, he was talking about how he wants to do his family proud, how he wants to make the fans proud, he wants to make the entire country of Mexico and America and everyone proud. He wants everyone to be happy. He's a nice, wholesome young man. And in his debut match, he gets a win against Big Bad John, a man who normally you would think would beat someone like Eddie Guerrero. I mean, he's a much bigger man, he's much stronger, he's much more muscular. But no, Eddie Guerrero, he uses his speed, he uses that quickness, he uses that lucha style that they have. All those quick moves, like that crazy version of a Frankensteiner they use. It's got a weird name, like a Huracanrana. I don't know what it is, but it's very exciting. And he wins with a big diving frog splash off the top rope. Very exciting. I was having palpitations, I won't lie. I was terrified when he went on the top rope, and then that move, it blew my mind. Truly like someone to watch, this young Eddie Guerrero. And then we have DDP talk about his match with Johnny B. Bad, a Fall Brawl, where the winner will face Sting for the United States title, a future event, and he's like, I'm going to be US champion, and that's diamond guarantee. That's not a real thing. No one told him that, though, so he said it anyway. I don't know why he said that. Then following that, he has a match against Hard Work Bobby Walker, but sadly, his hard work didn't pay off this week. Poor guy. But he put up a valiant fight, against Diamond Dallas Page, who won with a diamond cutter. That's patented finishing move of DDP. Very, very good performance by DDP going into that title match. You need that momentum, or a number one contendership match, to then get the title match if he wins. But he's got that momentum. You need that positive momentum going forward. Then we have Colonel Robert Parker, and he's all like, rah, 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 like in his Colonel Robert Parker Southern dandy voice. I love Colonel Robert Parker. I mean, I hate him. Oh, he's evil. Oh, boo, hiss. Him in the stud stable. But he talks about how much he hates Ricky Steamboat, because he's like, Ricky Steamboat sticking his face in my business. He's like, flopping about like a Southern dandy. I love him. I mean, hate him. God damn, I need to remember. You need to stay in character, brother. Then, an extremely short match. The gem of the stud stable, the bodyguard, Meng, destroys Frankie Anderson in 3-14 with a super kick. That big Samoan sidekick that he does. Patented Meng. Very, very, very decisive victory for Meng there. It would worry me if I was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, or Dustin Rhodes, or the Guardian Angel. And then Jim Duggan talks about how he's going to bring the TV title back to America. Oh, like that. I actually did the arm out and thumbs up. I want everyone to know that, because that's how committed I am. I'm a method actor. But yeah, so Duggan, oh man, he talks about how he's, pro USA, he's bringing the title back home when he faces him at Fall Brawl. And Fall Brawl, of course, is available only on the Mildly Amusing YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe. It's great, I can work myself into the storyline. It's great, you can combine self-promotion and promotion for this series. I love this series. But yeah, and about that had decent wrestling, but not much heat. They don't know what they're talking about, these smart marks who write these reports. Duggan defeats Disco Inferno, the Disco Fever himself, with a big 3-point stance tackle. Duggan goes, ho, at the end of it as well. It's great. He does like his thumbs up pose with the 2x4. I actually kind of like Duggan. He's fun. I mean, I really like Duggan because he's a good guy. Can't like any bad guys. But then Marcus Alexander Bagwell, if you can't remember, of course, he's been looking for a new tag partner after the Patriot. We still don't know when he's going to come back. He's really badly hurt. So he's like, I want revenge on the Nasty Boys. I tried to get it on my own. Didn't work. The numbers game. You need to even the numbers. So he's trying out different tag partners. Last week, he teamed with Das Wunderkind, Alex Wright. Did not bad. Still came up on the losing end for, sadly. So he's trying out lots of different partners. He might pick Alex Wright in the end. We just don't know who he's going to pick. But this week, he picks none other than Flying Brian. That's right. And he's always been called Flying Brian. Brian, blah, blah, blah. He's always been called Flying Brian, and he never had a surname ever. You don't remember him having a surname. He's Flying Brian now, deal with it. And in a decent match, he unfortunately loses to Harlem Heat. Him and Marcus, such a shame. In 9:35 when Stevie Ray defeats Flying Brian by submission. Okay. But yeah, it's unlucky, Like, they fought with all their heart, like a good wrestler should. And in the end, it just didn't pay off. So there you go, there's your WCW main event. Next time, oh boy, we will be at Fall Brawl 1994. The War Games match. The number one contender to the US title match between Page and Bad. You've got the tag team title match between the Nasty Boys and the Steiners. You have possibly the Cactus Jack Kevin Sullivan match. You have Vader versus the British Bulldog. You have the Stud Stable going up against Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Guardian Angel, and I know you're already like, that's a loaded match, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Dustin Rhodes is the third one. I'm not sure what one I said now, but also the Guardian Angel's there. I lost my train of thought during the middle of that. And you also have the television title match. Lord Steven Regal, Jim Duggan, I remembered all 7 matches. I'm quite proud of myself. I didn't think I would. And of course, our main event, to go into further detail, War Games. 2 teams of 4, 2 rings, double cage, double ring, double the excitement, double the action. Team Hulkamaniac, Hulk Hogan, Sting, the ultimate. Oh no, the Warrior. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna get sued. We're gonna get in a lawsuit again. And Brother Brutai going up against the mammoth of the 4 horsemen. Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Sid Vicious, and the WCW United States Heavyweight Champion. Well, the former United States Heavyweight Champion, because Sting beat him. Drat. My introductions are inaccurate. I do apologise. But the Okerlund's been messing with my notes. You know what he's like. He's trying to get the scoops for the WCW hotline. 150 for the first minute and 150 for each subsequent minute. Normal call line for 4 minutes. Give us your money. But yeah. And Steve Austin will be the 4th member of that team. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this series, as you should, because it's great. I hope you all enjoy the power of Hulkamania running through your veins, just like you have the red, white, and blue running through your veins. Dun, 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 dun. It's tougher than expected to use US grade. I can't remember half the words of this whole WCW if you meant to learn them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of this, you better subscribe, because it's great and I love it. I want to do more of it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.